Good evening, YouTubers. The new Time Travel Jaime 88. I'm back with another Star Trek DVD review. And tonight I am going to review Star Trek Into Darkness. Yes, this is the best movie yet, ever. And I love this movie. It is fantastic. And it's non-stop movie ever of the year 2013. Before we start this movie review, I would like to give a quick shout out to Mr. Odd's Video 1985, Mr. Odd's Video, aka Nathan. Your videos are super awesome. Keep up the good work, my friend, and make sure to check out his channel on YouTube. Even though yesterday was Caleb Allenmeyer's birthday, so I'm going to do this review because this movie was requested by Mr. Caleb Allenmeyer. Thank you very much for the request. Okay, this movie set 1 year after the first movie. In this particular movie, the Enterprise arrived on the planet Nibiru and to save the planet from volcanic eruption and save his first officer. Unfortunately, Captain Kirk violated the laws of Prime Directive by exposing the USS Enterprise from underwater. Back on Starfleet San Francisco, he lost command of the Enterprise, and Admiral Pike is fuming, and managed to reinstate and promote him to first officer. Meanwhile, in London, Section 31, he tried to save was bombed by renegade Starfleet officer commander John Harrison. He escaped and lands on the planet Kronos. On the meeting, Admiral Marcus ordered the Enterprise to track down John Harrison. However, when that arrived, caused him and destroying all San Francisco headquarters, and Admiral Pike was killed in the line of duty. Arming them with a 72 prototype torpedoes, shield the untraceable sensor, Montgomery Scott resigned his duty in a protest. Kirk denied the request to examine, and making Commander Chekhov to promote as chief acting engineering, along with Carol Wallace. It joins the weapons specialist. The Enterprise suffers a coolant leak during the warp operational. However, they approach on a planet to track down Harrison on the planet Kronos. However, Carol revealed that she is Carol Marcus, the Admiral's daughter. However, in the Prime timeline, there's no mention of Admiral Marcus in that Kirk's Prime timeline. Khan, a genetically superhuman, woken 300 years from the suspended animation, and attempts to begin a war between Federation. When the warship, the USS Vengeance, arrives and orders the Enterprise to bring the fugitive back to Earth. Unfortunately, the Enterprise warp speed, but the Vengeance has no match attacking the Enterprise. The Enterprise's destruction, suddenly lost and has been sabotaged by Scott, discovered that infiltrated Kirk and Khan knowledge of the warship design. He demands Spock to return his crew. However, he saw Ambassador Spock informing that Khan is dangerous. Kirk is inside of the radiation trying to save the ship. Unfortunately, Spock arrived too late and Kirk died of radiation poisoning. Now, in the real Star Trek II, Captain Spock died from radiation poisoning and saved the Enterprise crew. So, back on San Francisco, Spock being down there and punch John Harrison, known as Khan. However, he knocked him out and exiled Khan up in space and give Khan's blood to return Kirk back on there. Kirk is revived. 1 year later, the Enterprise was refitted and Khan is sealed in a cryogenic pod. And Carl Marcus joins the crew. So, my thoughts of Star Trek Into Darkness. This movie is fantastic, and I love this movie. Great adrenaline, and good to see Leonard Nimoy reprise the role as Spock Prime. Yep, and J.J. Abrams did a wonderful job. The score of the music is well adrenaline, breathtaking. Star Trek Into Darkness deserves a 10 out of 10. This is a good movie. Anyway, let's take a look. In this movie, Claudia Pulg of USA Today calls it spectacular, exhilarating fun. Here's the front, and here's the spine, and the back. Crazy good. It's rated PG-13 for intense violence sequence, violence, and language. And here's the disc for Star Trek Into Darkness. If you're a Star Trek Trekkie fan, and if you're collecting any Star Trek movies on DVD, this will be added to your Star Trek feature film series. Okay, that's it for this week's movie review. I'm looking forward to see the third movie come out in 2016 to honor Star Trek's 50th anniversary. Make sure to comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, everyone.